Welcome back to V4 World, your trusted source for breaking news and deep financial insights from Pakistan and around the globe. Today's economic outlook is nothing short of historic. From disinflation trends in Pakistan to global stock market chaos triggered by U.S. tariffs. This is a must-watch episode if you want to stay ahead of the financial curve. Let's dive right in. Pakistan's disinflation. Real progress or illusion? Pakistan is witnessing what economists call disinflation, a slowing down of price hikes. In March 2025, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, dropped to a 30-year low of 0.7%, down from 1.5% in February and 20.7% in March 2024. But let's be real, for millions of Pakistanis, this figure feels meaningless. Back in 2020, inflation was 8.6%, but it shot up to 38% by mid-2023, driven by supply shocks, political mismanagement, and an external debt crisis. May 2022, CPI spiked from 13.8% to 21.3%. 81% of the rise came from food, utilities, and transport. October 2022, another 5.1% jump. Again mostly food and energy. Despite some relief in global wheat and oil prices, Pakistan's economy is at a crossroads. Fiscal tightening may stabilize things in the short term, but the real solution lies in long-term reform, job creation, and structural changes. Global billionaires lose $208 billion in one day. In a stunning blow, billionaires around the world lost a collective $208 billion in one day, the fourth largest one-day drop in Bloomberg's Billionaires Index history. Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos were hit hardest. U.S. market crisis. Worst start since 2001. Since President Trump's inauguration, the U.S. stock market is down nearly 10%, marking the worst 10-week start under a new president since the 2001 dot-com crash. According to Bloomberg, this is causing serious investor anxiety. Meanwhile, toy prices in the U.S. could rise by 50% this back-to-school season due to tariffs on China and Vietnam, as reported by CNBC. Taxation in Pakistan. Growth with a cost. Pakistan's tax revenue has grown from 2.56 trillion rupees, FY 2014, to 10.09 trillion rupees, FY 2024, a 14.68% CAGR. But most of it comes from indirect taxes, which hit the poor hardest. Nearly everything is taxed, from milk and bread to fuel and phone usage. And yet, Pakistan remains dependent on bank borrowing, pushing the private sector out of credit access and increasing the national debt trap. Trump's tariff tsunami. Global chaos. Trump has imposed a 10% flat tariff on most trading partners and additional tariffs on 57 countries, shaking the global trade system. Economists warn of severe global consequences, from supply chain breakdowns to recession risks. Now, goods from China and Hong Kong that were previously duty-free under the de minimis rule will be charged either 30% of value or $25 per item, going up to $50 from June 1. Markets crash. $6.6 trillion wiped out. S&P 500 dropped 6%, Nasdaq fell 5.8%, Dow Jones plummeted 2,231 points. Oil prices also crashed, Brent down to $65.58, and WTI to $61.99 per barrel. OPEC's unexpected output increase only worsened the situation. With retaliatory tariffs from China and global panic, oil markets are shaken. But oil-importing countries like Pakistan could benefit in the short term. PSX tumbles. Pakistan feels the shockwaves. The Pakistan Stock Exchange, PSX, lost 3,882 points on Monday. Trading was halted temporarily, and further declines followed after resumption. Every sector took a hit, reflecting the global turmoil. International sovereign bonds of Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Egypt, and others were also sold off heavily. India's growth downgraded. Goldman Sachs cut India's 2025-26 growth estimate to 6.1%, citing Trump's tariffs. The biggest concern: sectors like textiles, agriculture, and footwear, which employ millions. India, for now, is avoiding retaliation. CZ joins Pakistan Crypto Council. Champung Zhao, Binance's billionaire founder, has joined the Pakistan Crypto Council (PCC) as a strategic advisor. This move signals Pakistan's bold ambition to join Web3 leaders like Singapore and Switzerland. Zhao will work on regulation, infrastructure, education, adoption. Panda Bonds, Pakistan's new funding path. Pakistan is tapping into Panda Bonds, yuan-denominated Chinese securities. These are less politicized and market-based, offering transparency over state-to-state loans. But repaying in yuan means the government needs constant inflow to manage FX risks. Instruments like green sukuk and floating rate notes can help, but real value comes from economic reform, not borrowing alone. Disinflation, debt dynamics, tariffs, crypto leadership. This is a critical moment for Pakistan and the world. Stay informed, stay ahead. Like this breakdown? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to V4 World, your daily dose of real news, simplified. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial or investment advice. Always do your own research and consult a professional before making financial decisions.